Our theme music. Our theme music. We do not own the rights to that song. Hey, everybody. How is everybody doing? Dennis had to step out for a second to take a phone call. As you see, it is gorgeous enough outside. We decided to come outside today. It's about 80 degrees here in good old Perryville.
Something like that.
We had an awesome visit at LeBonheur Children's Hospital. Superman and Captain America. Hopefully everybody saw those pictures, saw the picture on our Facebook page. We're going to attempt to put a few more photos on our Facebook page. We just have to... He flew back.
I'm back.
We're just we have to go through them because again we don't have the rights to put the kids on them. We were allowed to take photos, but it was to share them with LeBonheur Children's Hospital. So please check out LeBonheur Children's Hospital's website. Excuse me, and you can see all the funds from the activity that we got to help out with. What was it, Kids Day or something like
Kids
that?
Fest?
Kids Fest.
Kids Fest at LeBonheur Children's Hospital down in Memphis Saturday. We had a blast. There was many moments. Turn down something because I'm reverberating. There we go.
Volume was on here and I didn't know it.
Okay. There were at least, I counted it at least 4. There was probably a few more. I had to step away. It was, as my post, I think a lot of people saw my post on my Facebook page. LeBonheur Children's Hospital was awesome. It was amazing and humbling. Being able to go visit the kids. Dennis and I both had the same experiences and even different experiences. It was, yes, I'm coming in. I got a spray. It was just, what the kids were.
You feed off the positive energy of the kids.
We had one mom come back down. There was this one kid that they couldn't bring him outside because his skin was sensitive to the sun,
Right.
or his eyes.
Right.
And we got to go in and meet with him in the lobby.
He was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And it was, Dennis and I both sat there, talked to him for a little bit, and then we went over to another young man that
Had a halo brace.
had a halo brace on his head.
And was a little riot. Oh my
And
goodness.
he was sitting in the chair. The cool thing was, he was sitting in a chair, and I was finishing up with the one young man, and you started talking with him.
Right.
And when I got over there, he had already, I guess, scooted. I guess mom or somebody helped him scoot or whatever, just enough to where you were interacting with him. And when I got over there, he was giving you a hug.
Yes. He was giving hugs and fist bumps.
Yeah, and I come over to the other side, and we were talking, and I have to call him Mr. Cheeto. I do, and I don't remember his name. I don't, and it's
His thing, I don't know if he had a birth defect or he had little nubby fingers, and they had chocolate, or not chocolate, but Cheeto sauce all over.
Oh yeah, and they had Cheeto. His hands were covered with Cheeto cheese. And at one point, he couldn't get himself turned around in the chair. He couldn't get himself turned around in the chair to give me a hug after he gave him a hug. So he started brushing his hand on my face. So, and that's the reason. That's how I knew It was Cheetos. It was.
Us being parents, we're used to this.
It was just. I almost went into tears.
Yeah.
Because he tried, and the thing was, he tried so hard to get himself turned in a chair to give me a hug, and he couldn't. So he held my hand, and then he started rubbing his hand on my cheek.
That was so cute.
And it was just. But it was funny. If I eat Cheetos, that's all I'm going to remember. It's just is that young man. It was just.
These kids are living lives that are outside of the normal standard, and you would think that they would be upset or hostile. Or these kids are some of the most happiest, brightest kids you ever.
Oh yeah, and then mom with the young man that was in the. With the young man that was in the wagon that couldn't come out.
Right.
She come back down later after taking him.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, Chelsea. After taking him back up to his room, she come down. In tears.
Yeah.
And she come back down in tears, and it was one of those things. Hearing their story. Just about got me into tears.
My favorite part of that story was where he told his mama, "Don't you tell me Superman's not real."
Yeah. So it was, but Mom walked up to Dennis and I and turned around and looked at us and, hey,
You stay here.
She literally walked up to Dennis and I. And she said that her son has been there for, about 3 weeks?
Yeah.
And he has not, they said he wasn't smiling. He wasn't, it was just.
He's been in a bad mood for 3 weeks. And then she said,
and then somebody, he heard that Superman and Captain America was and he wanted to come downstairs to see us. And he couldn't come outside. And it was funny because he turned around. He says, "Mama, next time I tell you somebody's real and you don't believe me, I'm going to kick you in the butt." But Athena, come here. We got our puppy outside. Come here. I don't know if you can see her, but hey, come up here.
Come on.
Come here.
Right here. See her?
I don't know. Oh, hey, Athena, up here. Hey, come here.
Up here.
Hey, you ornery pooch. She's going to sit right here. She's a girl.
There's Athena.
There's Athena.
Athena.
Hey, look at Mom.
Say no.
No, you're petting her. But, yeah, here's my puppy. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Hey. There she is. Okay. But, no. We were there we did our check presentation. And that was awesome. And then we went right from there out to start meeting and greeting with everybody at the Kids Day and it was just something else. I don't know how to explain it. How would you explain it, Dennis?
It was uplifting at the same time humbling.
Yeah.
It made you realize that no matter how bad your life is, there's always somebody out there that has their own struggles, and if they can overcome it, you shouldn't be complaining about your life because it's actually not that bad.
These kids were, literally, smiles. Smiles as the day is long.
Right.
And, you just, again, all I can say is it was an awesome day.
Yeah.
It was a long drive home.
Yes.
You passed out.
Yeah.
Jess almost passed out a couple times.
See,
once we switched, you did pass out too.
I did pass out.
That's one of the problems with cosplay is if the costume's a little bit heavier and it's a hotter day, you have to take bigger water breaks and and so we didn't figure it was going to get as warm as it did,
Oh, it was.
Thank goodness for the breeze.
Yeah. Dennis got to see a huge Elvis and B.B. King statue.
Yeah.
Never been to Memphis, so
Never
that was
been to Memphis, so that was awesome. And the funny thing is, I showed the pictures to my daughter and my ex-wife, and they were like,
okay.
I was like,
It's the king of rock and roll and the king of blues. Come
I was
on.
in the capital of the blues and rock and roll, and you guys, whatever. Jeez.
So yeah.
I mean,
but no,
you've heard of the 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. You've heard of that, right? Okay. Well, my aunt Kathy went to high school with Elvis.
Cool.
So I have 2 degrees of separation.
Okay.
Okay. And because we run our con, we've got 1 degree of separation to a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
You know, like half the cast of Walking Dead.
And then we've got, my dad actually went to school in East Prairie.
Right.
With one of Elvis's cousins.
Right. So,
yeah.
So it all works out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But no,
and the funny thing of it is as
No, ma'am.
Saturday was an Elvis day, as it was anyway. We're in Memphis. We see the statue. We listen to Elvis on the radio. I get on to Facebook, and I got these little...
hold on, let me go
got
let
it.
her in. Athena, come on. You're going to get mad, but go. Come on.
Inside. And there
She's gonna
goes the
get mad.
pouting
She's probably
pooch.
going to be barking at us, but that time she almost took off after the other dog. Oh.
But, then I got on Facebook, and they had these video shorts, and they had, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right.
Okay. And they were doing the skits where if Elvis did normal jobs, and so they had Elvis, like, being a crossing guard at a school, he's like, come on, you got to go this way. And all this kind of stuff. I was like, gosh, I haven't had a good Elvis infusion in a while, and now all of a sudden everything's Elvis.
Yeah.
So just like
Jess's
Hi,
favorite
Sarah.
song.
Hi, Chris.
Jess's favorite
Hi.
song. Jess's favorite song, if I'm not singing it, well, she likes all of them if I'm singing them, but is Polk Solidarity. I'm not kidding. It is.
I don't know.
I can crank that one up, and she will.
I'll just start laughing.
Yeah, she will. But I don't know. My favorite one is If I Can Dream.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good one.
That one there. It just a lot of people need to sit back and listen to that. That's probably my favorite.
I found myself humming Angel.
I think that was probably one of the last songs you heard before you passed out in the back seat.
Yeah, it was.
So you were dreaming of your angel.
I was like, man, I need an angel. Jeez. But anyway. Yeah.
Well, but no, and just bear with me a little bit. So yeah, Saturday was awesome. Sunday, I ended up with a little bit of bad news. As everybody saw on my post, one of my uncles passed away. So again, it was a little bit of my weekend was great, but then hit the emotions hard. So everybody, please pray for my family for our loss and as we're dealing with the loss of one of our family members.
Again, hashtag cancer sucks.
Yes, hashtag cancer sucks. I mean, I'd like to say a few other words about cancer, but
We'll leave it at that.
yeah, hashtag bleep 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 sucks. Cancer sucks. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Or bleep cancer, or however you want to put it. Definitely.
Might as well put this out there too. My ex-wife's grandmother is in the hospital right now. It looks like she's not going to make it.
Yeah.
So she's a really sweet lady. Every time I go down there, she's always got a smile and hug for me. So she's a real great gal, and I kind of hope she makes it, but she needs prayers.
Yeah. So again, pray for our families. Again, we've got some stuff going on, but again, it's just sometimes sometimes the way of life. So, but again, we'll leave on this note again.
No, Athena.
No. Go lay down. We'll leave it at this note. Again, one of my favorite Elvis songs, "If I Can Dream." Just again, all I can tell you do is put it on, listen to it, and again, it's what we need. It is.
Mm-hmm.
So this weekend.
Thank you, Sarah.
This weekend we will be leaving bright and early Friday morning, and we will be at BRCC, Big River Comic Con in Hannibal, Missouri, for Friday and Saturday. We have special guest Jake the Snake Roberts from WWE. We are and AEW, and we also have Emily Swallows. Emily Swallows was the armorer in The Mandalorian of Boba Fett. She was also in Supernatural and a lot of other stuff. The third one is Scott Ennis, who was in the biopic of the Von Erichs, the Iron Claw movie. He was the ring announcer. And he was also in Scooby-Doo. He was the voice of Scooby. So, let's see. What do we got here?
I tried pulling up something for Big River for you.
Oh, okay.
Unless you just moved it.
No, I did. It doesn't have everything. It's just got Emily Swallow. Oh, here. There we go. So we'll throw that up there like that. There's Emily Swallows, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Scott Ennis.
No S on her last name.
No S. There we go. Swallow. So let's see. We've got comic steam cosplay contest that will be happening. Then you also have the costume cosplay contest.
Pause contest.
Pause contest. And in the sketch battle. So that'll be fun. The doors will be opening on this Friday at 3 p.m. and doors close at 9. And then on Saturday, it opens at 10 and runs till 6. So, again, check out the website. Come on up at Hannibal, Missouri, and I will give you, it is at the Tabernacle Rec Center. The address is 6400 County Road 445, Hannibal, Missouri. Huh?
Hi, Wyatt.
Hey, Wyatt. So, yep.
In other words, the same place that's been held the past few years.
Yeah. So, Scott Ennis.
Same place it's been held every year.
Legendary voice actor of Scooby-Doo and more. Then we've got Emily Swallow from The Mandalorian, Supernatural, SEAL Team, and Castlevania. Then we have Jake the Snake Roberts, WWE Hall of Famer, and current AEW manager. So it's going to be awesome to see these guys, see all these, all of them in Hannibal. I mean, you'll have Heroes for Kids there. You'll have Hannibal, the Hannibal cosplay group, Hannibal Heroes, Foam Forgeries. There will be many of artists, writers, vendors. Come on out and let's have some fun. Heroes for Kids will be there partnered with Foam Forgeries, and we've got a lot of new stuff. Some new Sword Art Online, new Witcher stuff. We've got some Star Wars stuff. What's the one that we just
Genshin Impact.
We've got a lot of Genshin Impact. We've got a lot of new Genshin Impact. Try to say that 5 times fast real quick.
No.
Okay. But we've got a lot of awesome stuff that's going to be at our the Heroes for Kids Foam Forgery booth. So it's going to be awesome. And again, that is this Friday and Saturday, Hannibal, Missouri, at the Tabernacle Rec Center. So definitely look forward to seeing everybody come out. Let's have some fun, spend some money. Now, Heroes for Kids, at our booth, we will be raising money for the Kenny Rogers Center.
Kenny Rogers Children's Center.
And the Perry County Senior Center. So come on out and help us raise some money. All that money, 100% of that money will go to those two organizations at our show in July. So, but no, other than that, that is where we are at right now. And I got something on my sock. That is, hey, what?
Squirrel.
But that is where we are at right now. That will.
Archie Roy Hector is watching.
Hey, Archie, how's it going? So who is on? If anybody's got any questions, please ask away. Let's see. Then after we go after Hannibal, then we will be at S-Icon the following week.
Yeah.
In Benton, Illinois.
Yeah.
So that'll be awesome there. That'll be a one-day show up there. So that'll be fun. Everybody, Dennis, well, I'd like to tell everybody, well, I can't talk much about it, but go online, go on Facebook, and check it out. There is a Facebook page called the Baton Rouge Serial Killer. That is actually where I will be this next week. So I will be, it is a movie, so I will be up there doing some stuff with it next week. So that's going to be awesome.
So you can't leave me the superhero in Perryville all by myself?
Yes, I am. So Monday.
Oh,
That's okay. Oracle will be around.
So
Okay.
Monday, you and Oracle can jump on Facebook Live next Monday, or bring Robert over, and you and Robert do the Facebook Live next week, and we'll get. Do I need? And I'll make sure I get everything set up downstairs before I leave this week.
Mm-hmm.
That way, I can even chime in and watch you guys.
And you guys.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, Alex.
Hey,
Hi,
Rachel.
guys.
Hey, Alex.
And then you'll be like, dude, I leave for a few days, and what did you and Robert do? And I'll be like, well, in our defense, we were left unsupervised.
Y'all are not going to be
You're not
unsupervised.
unsupervised.
She's upstairs. We're unsupervised.
Yeah, no.
So next week, when
I'll
we get,
recruit Mary Jo,
next week,
and then I'm going to give her phone forgeries.
Then next week, next week with me being gone, it'll be Dennis, and we'll see if we can't get Rob over here to talk about Hannibal and you guys' experience at the Hannibal show.
Right.
And I don't know if I could go. I may try if Jess can possibly pop me in on live, maybe Monday night. But
Yeah. Well, I won't be at the Hannibal show because it's my dairy weekend.
oh, that's right. Well,
So-
you'll get to. That's right. Well, you'll get to.
I'll get to listen to.
He'll get to live vicariously.
Yeah, I'll get to live vicariously. Yes.
So yeah. But no, we'll give. They'll give you guys the update on the Heroes for Kids for Hannibal next Monday, and then we'll be right off to Benton afterwards.
Yeah.
So and then that should finish up our April. And then we roll right into May, and it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So getting close to Heroes for
Yeah,
Kids. Comic-Con.
May 5th, I believe it is. We'll be at Toyman with the amazing Philo Barnhart.
Yep.
And then the 11th.
It's Mayfest.
Now, I do have to ask anybody. Now, Dennis and I started talking about this, so that's where we're at with everything with Heroes for Kids. Now comes the fun stuff. Well, all of it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody? You said you caught episode 5 last week?
I caught it Saturday night.
All right.
Because I passed out in
Wow.
the truck, so I had energy.
So what'd you think of episode 5 of the X-Men?
At first, I was like, did I see the same show that Lonnie did? Because Gambit just got shish kebabbed. And then all of a sudden...
Oh, by the way, spoilers. It's almost been a week. Spoilers.
So...
Say goodnight, Gracie.
And so then when he started cutting loose, I was like, okay, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I did look at... Now, again, it was one of them... we got a question?
Rachel, will we see you this weekend?
We had a... what was that with the episode? Again, I thought it was
Jim Bowers is watching.
The X-Men '97.
Joel Waymeyer is watching.
Remember, it was
Rachel will be with us both days.
awesome. But remember, X-Men '97's Remember It was awesome. In my opinion, it just put, Magneto slapping around as Gambit calls it, the Godzilla Sentinel.
Right.
Okay. Magneto slapping this thing around and not be able to harm it. And then giving Gambit the
Kaboom.
at the end. Yeah, literally.
He lowered
My question is, what do they have against Gambit?
I
don't know.
But I just love it. It was, one of the
Rogue was pretty.
But it was
in
funny
battle,
because it's getting ready that Godzilla Sentinel is about ready to take out.
Charlie Simmons is watching.
Is about ready to take out the rooftop of mutants, and then Gambit's like, "You want to play those cards? Let's play those cards." And then all of a sudden, it was on. And Gambit played.
No.
I don't think the dogs.
No.
Stand to go. Oh my God.
Go lay down.
She's like, no.
No.
Hi, Lyndall.
Hey, Lyndall. But it was one of them that Gambit doing the aerial attacks on the bike before he took out the Godzilla Sentinel.
That's not the official title of it.
Yeah, Gambit called it the Godzilla Sentinel.
Its actual title is a Super Sentinel.
No, Gambit called it the Godzilla Sentinel. It is the Godzilla Sentinel.
If he called it the Big Marshmallow Man,
it would be the Marshmallow Man Sentinel. It was the Godzilla Sentinel. That's exactly what it is. Gambit called it the Godzilla Sentinel because as he said it, it pans back to the Sentinel at a far-off shot, and it looks like Godzilla tromping through Tokyo.
oh my God.
Come on, it's the Godzilla Sentinel. I love the part where Leech is like, the X-Men save us. And then I think it was Vertigo. She tells Leech that the X-Men won't save us because they only do stuff for themselves. And then next thing you know, you see the Sentinel head crash through the window and Gambit's riding it. Because he just blew the head off the thing. And then gives it the last little flick of the card to blow its face up. That was cool. Gambit, they made Gambit, minus the very end of it, they made Gambit a badass in that show. In that one. That was, compared to him at the episode 1, to where he was just barely doing anything to the Sentinels, to blowing up Godzilla Sentinel at the end. Come on. That ranked him among the Omega level mutants, in my opinion. It just, Magneto couldn't hurt the dang thing, but Gambit blows the sucker up.
Can you name the different classes of mutants?
Hi, Jonathan.
There's quite a few of them.
Omega, Alpha, Betas, Deltas, Epsilons.
Again, there's quite a few of them.
Yeah,
Gammas. Well, now that didn't actually come around until the late 1990s, early 2000s.
Right.
Because before that, even if you go by the movies, because they never classified them as they never classified mutants, because they were in the once X-Men 1, the original X-Men movie came out. That was when they started classifying the X-Men, because they did it with Magneto in the first movie.
Right. I mean, the Omegas.
And it was a level, and they didn't classify them as Omegas or anything like that. Right. They classified them as a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
And Magneto was only a level 3. Jean Grey, with the Phoenix Force, by the time 3 hit, the X-Men: The Last Stand, by the time 3 hit, they classified her as a level 5. Right. And that was in the movies. They didn't start doing all the Omega level and all that until later.
Right.
Or during all that in the comics.
But basically, an Omega is a god level type of stuff. Alpha is somebody like, say, Cyclops.
Right. Well, or they have multiple powers, but they only master, or they're only that, like, for instance, Jean Grey. She's a telekinetic and a psychic.
Right.
So, but she's only a level, Omega level, on one of them, not both.
Right.
So,
but the thing of it is, if you're Omega level on one thing and say Alpha on another, you're still classified as an Omega.
Right. You're still classified. You're classified
by the highest.
Right. But no, I will say one thing about the. Again, I went through and I was reading some stuff about hopefully stuff to come in X-Men 97. All I can say is whoever is writing the articles needs to do the research. Trust me, I am a Gambit aficionado, I guess you could call it. I know a lot about Gambit. And the stuff that I'm reading in these Screen Rant, comicbook.com, and several of these other things that we're getting, it's talking about how Gambit's died in the comics and all this. I was like, please do your research if you're going to write articles,
right?
Especially when you're writing stuff about source material, because it's just they have the source material that I was reading, the articles that I was reading, they were chopping 2 storylines apart and mashing them together for an article to produce like Magneto has died multiple times, not only in animated series but also in the comic books.
Right.
Gambit has only died once in the comic books, but the way he died is not how they did it in the, is not how these articles are writing it.
Right.
And it's just, it's aggravating, because when you have somebody like me that's trying to, read articles
Tisher is watching.
It's hard for me to, especially when these are legitimate sources for movies and comic books and stuff, on to be able to follow these sources when they can't get the source material right, when it is canon and the stuff's already out there. And all it takes is a little bit of research, extra keystroke, and they could find out the correct information.
Right.
So please, if you're going to do an article about something, make sure you get all your source material correct. Gambit, has died once. Yes, they got the part in the article that he died in Otherworld by Merlin, but no, Apocalypse did not bring him back and make him death. Okay,
Well, he didn't bring him back from the dead to make him dead.
Right.
He just made him one of the 4 horsemen.
Well, no. When Gambit, because the storyline I'm talking about that Gambit actually dies in is one of the storylines they literally just got done with. The Chronica era of X-Men.
Okay.
Gambit died in Otherworld fighting Merlin. He sacrificed himself to Merlin. And the X-Men or his team brought him back, not Apocalypse.
Right.
When he became Death, he sacrificed himself to be terraformed like Angel did when he became Death and when he became Archangel.
Right.
So Gambit did not die at that point.
Right.
Gambit was still there. His subconscious was still there. Gambit never died in that, but that was still in the 2000s, but that was several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that was when Apocalypse come back, and he was trying to take out basically genocide the mutants and making the most powerful ones live, and he was trying to recruit the new 4 horsemen, and Gambit became Death, but Gambit never died.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, trust me, I've got those issues downstairs.
Right.
And Gambit ends up getting terraformed, and then by the time it's done, when Gambit leaves Apocalypse and turns on Apocalypse, Sunspot saves him and takes him to help cure him. But right before he does this, Gambit actually threatens to take out Apocalypse, and Apocalypse is actually afraid of him because he actually powered Gambit to the point he could siphon the oxygen out of the air with his playing cards and basically suffocate you.
Right.
So regardless of who you were, he could kill anybody in a glance.
Right.
And Gambit was pretty cool when he was deaf. But yeah, but no, X-Men episode 5 was awesome. I want to see what's going on. X-Men 97 season 2 apparently is already in the works, and they've just signed X-Men season 3.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so there's already 3 seasons guaranteed.
It sounds like that everybody likes this series and wants it to take off.
Oh yeah, I mean,
if you've got viewers, they're going to
definitely
start racking up seasons.
So again, real quick, it looks like Jess is about ready to get eaten by mosquitoes, so she's ready to go in.
Right.
And
anyway.
you've got to go take care of some family stuff.
Right.
So again, this weekend, come up to Hannibal, check us, come out and let's have some fun. We have Scott Ennis, Emily Swallow, Jake the Snake Roberts at Hannibal at the Tabernacle Rec Center in Hannibal, Missouri for BRCC, Big River Comic Con. So come out, let's have some fun this weekend. Check out this video on our Facebook, our Instagram, or check us out on our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube page. You can check out this video.
Our website.
Like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, like and subscribe. We've got videos from past...
the more people that like and subscribe, the better chance we have of being able to do our live videos on YouTube.
And then we can plug them into all of our other streaming services. So we are looking at possibly trying to get a TikTok channel going with Heroes for Kids. We're still thinking about it. So everybody, please like, subscribe, and follow all of our pages. And Jess, do you have anything?
No. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Dennis?
We still need vendors and sponsors.
Yeah, for Heroes for Kids Comic Con. Yes.
Yeah. So we've got a link on our
volunteers
website, and we're open to having some volunteers. Yeah.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
What? Anyway,
Siri's trying to talk to her again.
Uh-oh. I thought you two broke up. Anyway.
So, what, you got anything, Dennis?
No, other than I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to be at the Big River Comic Con, but I'll be. For those of you that are actually going, I'm going to live vicariously through you. Have fun, be safe, and
Party on, dude!
Party on, dudes! I'll be in the back cave playing target practice with the boy.
So,
Say goodnight, all.
Good night, all.
so we love you all. Thank you. And again, please pray for my family, Dennis's
Jonathan.
family.
Yeah.
And hope to see you all at Big River Comic Con this weekend. Love you all, and good night.
All right.